It reminded me, do you know when Pimp, I had that clip when he got that new headset? That's what it sounded like. I could hear it in your headphones. It's like, guys, is my mic working okay? Got a new microphone.
Yeah, it was cool. I could even hear myself. You were so loud through your headphones.
Wow.
So it was kind of like a little fun speech jammer in a way. But look, man, our speech ain't jam no more, Henry. I've kind of spoken to no end about what's on the line in this game. And so I think the best thing to do would just be to play it. Let's get into this. We're starting on Overpass. It's MIBR's pick. I actually really rate this squad on this map. And so let's see what they give us.
Here we go then. What a game it's going to be. Overpass to kick things off. And we do have plenty to talk about here. We've got a couple of smokes. We've got a Molotov. It's going to be BetBoom defending this B bomb site. They've got plenty of members on this side of the map. It's going to be a B execution by the looks of things here. We've got everyone poised, everyone ready. As we do start to hunt for a bit of information, it's going to be Siren pushing off towards short. USP in hand. And it looks like they're going to find everyone before the commitment comes in, Harry. This could be an absolute disaster.
Yeah, Magnajez, first shot in the round, and it'll land. Insani removed from play. Not the guy you want to lose to open up the pistol. One of the heavy hitters for MIBR, kicked to the wayside as BetBoom make quick work over this B hit. And it goes nowhere quickly. No success for Breno, no success for Bruno. No one has fun there for MIBR. It's a clean pistol picked up to open up Overpass.
Couldn't be cleaner, really. To put it quite frankly, BetBoom do a very good job. Inquisitive play off towards short, shutting down the execute. It never really got going. Bear in mind, MIBR was standing today. Overpass, a very technical map. Going to be difficult to step up on this one and not the start you're looking for. You don't really get anything done. No kills found, no bomb planted. It does suggest we have one of these rounds where not really much happens. We're calling it the vampire round these days, Harry. The fact you're trying to bleed out the utility.
Okay. Oh, I kind of, Hank, you've always been ahead of the curve with these. You were the first guy to co-opt Unicorn Round. I remember that from years ago.
Yes, true.
And now...
I think I can't take credit for this one. I'm pretty sure Chad came up with Vampire Round.
Chad.
Yeah. Also an innovator in his own right.
In a way. One of them. But yeah, I don't know. I hate these rounds, personally. We're never normally allowed to say that, but we've struck a kind of informal tone.
As I always say, Harry, we should reserve the word hate for things we actually mean. I don't think this goes in the same league as things you do actually hate.
We should probably get into the childhood films that traumatize us, Henry. Starting with you, Watership Down. I think it's a good place to...
It's in round 2, game 1. I don't think we can go there just yet, but I am saving that material for when we really need it. Okay, it's fine.
Oh, it's pretty tense in this round, isn't it?
It is tense. They've bled this one dry. In a way, they're like vampires.
Have you ever seen a real-life vampire?
People say I look like one, considering my pale tone.
You do. You're pale, but you're I don't know, aren't vampires meant to be kind of scrawny? You're pretty huge and jacked.
I don't know.
And I wouldn't say that to you on land.
I mean, maybe a daywalker would be more correct, perhaps. Kind of half and half your day.
I think that's what they call me as well in ginger terminology.
Why is that?
I'm pretty sure it's a South Park bit.
Okay.
Daywalkers, like gingers who can go out in the sun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you tan a bit?
A little.
Nice.
I have like a skin condition on my left half of my body. So I'm always perma-tanned on that half.
That's pretty lucky, pretty fortunate.
It's kind of sick, bro. Okay. All right, here we are. First buy round, Henry. Guns for all of MIBR. And they're going to start out with one man trying to walk the connector, trying to take the space away. BetBoom aren't really fighting for it. Art Frost was scoped up there with the AWP, but didn't hang around with the smoke down in his way. He's going to begin his rotate. So MIBR, in terms of the early default here, they're going to get all the room they're looking for.
I'm not feeling too hopeful for MIBR's prospects here. The more I see, the more it's looking a little bit ropey. We'll give them a chance the first gun round. We'll see what they can do. But with the standard situation on Overpass, it's such a very difficult map to navigate. They've actually got some decent spacing to open things up here. Insani in towards the bathrooms. The CT's playing very passively. They've got the Famous for Boomich, the AWPL early. It's going to be Art Frost posted on those dice boxes. The first key jewel should be going down towards long. Should be a good duel as well, Harry, I would say. And Insani's ready for it.
He certainly is. But Magnajez started off this pistol round in great form, and that's going to keep up in the rifles. It was a good duel indeed. Insani, once more, taken out of the round first. And MIBR now lagging behind. They're going to deploy all this util to try and get Artfrost off the line. Might ask for a boost here with the third player up and on the dice box as well. He can fire off for one. And instead, just going to swing into each one of these fights dry. Kicker, well, he's down here on B. There's always one.
Yeah, it was a good try, good luck. But unfortunately, yeah, a little bit of a flat finish there for MIBR. Lost the first duel and then had to flood in towards that A bomb site. One by one, picked off by Artfrost. The AWP doing some great work there, and it is going to be 3-0. Kicker will survive, I suppose. Got a decoy to take into the next round, and that's about it. It's another round where they don't really get much down. A couple of kills this time. It's the best round they've had, admittedly. But no bomb plant means the money will be broken once again. Kicker obviously gets no further cash. 3-0. I think you would agree, though, Harry, this is a very CT-sided map. I don't think I'm kind of going out there saying that.
No, not at all. You know, occasionally, and the lines get a little bit more blurry as you move down the team rankings. It's not uncommon to see teams of like weirdly okay to good T sides, but
right.
Yeah, you know, I think this one does very much have the CT lean, CT favor. I just other day when we were covering the Thunderpig World Championships, had some squads that were freakishly quite good T side of Overpass.
I mean, when you're like a tier 2 team, you should be focusing Overpass and Train. Those should be your bogey picks. You should be the ones that are kind of setting the meta and kind of working things out. Instead of the maps I played over and over again with these top teams, that's what you should be aiming for, in my opinion. I feel like that's where you should be doing your best work. And yeah, I think we're seeing that come through more and more. If you're an underdog team at a tier 1 event, you should be willing to play these maps and defining how the map should be played, because right now it's still being played like old Overpass. I haven't seen like crazy amounts of innovation, but I'm sure that's going to change, especially after the major. I feel like we're going to see Overpass bring some really cool things to the table.
Oh, in this round, it was just the hero gun on Kicker, but obviously it didn't really work out for him.
No.
And I mean, BetBoom have been very proactive here. I'm really liking the moves they're making in the mid-round. They've already discovered that B is empty, and so now they're hot on the heels of Breno on this flank. He's making it interesting with 2, but there are those flanking players arriving way quicker than he was ready for. And, you know, you kind of can't doubt Boomich and the rest of the BetBoom guys here on Overpass. A classically CIS-leaning map, one that was always big in the region, one that they've got a lot of reps on the old versions of, and even if the results haven't really been here for them since its addition in CS2, I don't know, I'm always a little bit threatened by them, especially with the whole stand-in situation, as you've highlighted for MIBR.
It's just not the map you want to be playing with the stand-in. It's so technical, it's so large, it takes a lot of strong communication and a lot of experience together on how you actually utilize the map control if you get it. That's if you get it. And the thing is, there's so many boosts to deal with. There's so many little grenades like this and little tricks and gimmicky plays that you have to deal with. Like, it can be an absolute nightmare. Things can fall apart, morale can go down. And it looks like we're getting to that sort of territory already with MIBR. You can see Bruno, he'll be taking heavy damage at the start of the round there. The AWP down to 20 points of health. He's 0-4 right now. And Insani will be trying to work his way through. He's actually got a bit of a gap here. You can see Magnoliez will be working down towards long. I think he's going to be definitely killed at this point. Not the cleanest of kills, but that's the first advantage they've had in some time. Can they convert it? That's the question right now.
Oh, bro, I mean, I got worse news for you, but I'll hold on to it for a moment.
What is it? It's not my microphone.
No, it's not like that. It's about the game. It's about what's happening, Henry. We're casting the game. And so, right now, we're kind of hanging on tenuously to see if MIBR can find something on the back of this 5v4. A little walk up, a jaunt up through the bathrooms, but Artfrost has been switched on in these A fights. They get past Boomich cleanly. Are they going to be able to displace this AWP? A missed shot from Artfrost, and now they're closing in. Quick on the trigger, he'll only get out with 1. Diladez tries it, and there's the lineup, but he can't convert. And so MIBR do good in that 5v4.
They really do. That's not bad at all. It's Insanity to open things up, finding MagnetJez towards long. 5-on-4, executing towards A, convert the kills, find those trades, and everything was absolutely fine. But Harry, I'm dying to know, what's your tidbit here? What have you got for me that's bad news for MIBR, which I'm guessing is going to be what you've got?
So, Bruno, not Breno, Brun $, the stand-in for MIBR, Brun Money. He's obviously from their academy squad, but the academy team don't play Overpass.
Okay.
So
it goes from bad to worse.
So that's nice. You know,
Zero
you're just having to
experience.
slot in on like one of the most default heavy maps. Oh, you're playing the AWP, so like your job is really important too. And you've only played this map a handful of times, and you've lost it every time you've played it. So probably not, you know, confidence at an all-time high for Bren $.
Oh, the kicker, though. I feel like he's got a nice little gap here, but Frost, he's playing dynamic Counter-Strike right now. Different position every single round, hitting the shot each and every time. That's 2 opening kills. A 5-on-2 now, as Siren will chime in as well. A very convincing rebuttal here from BetBoom, looking for 5-1. And I dare say they've got it, ladies and gentlemen. Exit and Bruno Money might have to hold on to the little they have here, the AK, the AWP. But you've got 50 seconds on the clock. I don't think you can really justify sitting in T-spawn. You are going to be hunted down, and looks like the hunt is already on. You can see the room shrinking around them as all 5 CTs are on their way to T-spawn.
Yeah, there's 30 seconds left. I don't know. I don't have a great feeling about them getting out with all of this equipment. I guess for BetBoom, there is this idea that they kind of want to build up their own money a little bit. You'll like hang around. You can see how like MagnetJez is almost passive aggressive, right? Like that's how I would describe this. He's very, very far forward. And if anyone just so happens to creep into his crosshair, he'll take it. He'll even do this little roam at the end, but it's not a hard, you know, 5-man dedicated hunt to try and remove the guns. At most, they're fine with losing one. Ooh. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
Now, I saw in chat, someone said, Bren $ equals Born Rich.
Okay, that's actually kind of a sick
That's
name.
kind of, I don't know if that is it, but it does work, even if that wasn't the intention.
He should convert to that name. It's actually one of the sickest names.
Dude, that's fire.
Yeah, Born Rich.
So, shout out Cool Libri for that. Little, yeah, we shout out your names as well when you help us, when you come through with some sick stuff like that. Born Rich, look at all these notes on the table. Bren $, Bruno.
It's a tactical pause. Not much really to say here. MIBR. It is their map pick, Harry. So you'd think this is something where they can display some skills, some prowess. I guess it's early days. At the T side, always very difficult. Just not been very promising rounds to speak of. Like they've got that one advantage, the 5-on-4 Insanity found. Since then, though, it's been quite a lot of one-way traffic. We can see quite a difficult purchase into this one. We have got a couple of Galils, Tech-9s, Saved Orb. And this is kind of like set-piece territory, you'd imagine. But we'll see what kind of play they bring to the table here. The exchange of utility towards middle. Bruno will be taking a little bit of damage here, but Frost, as you mentioned, he's staying nimble, staying dynamic, moving around the map, this time posted up towards long. MagnetJez will be holding the bathrooms here. He'll be flashed off, presumably, if they are going to peek into there. It's going to be Bruno watching the peak.
MIBR really love contact walking through the bathrooms, though. I don't know if they do put out util here to try and clear him. And so MagnetJez, you know, now that you've seen Boomich, I feel like that one, oh, it's Boomich's flash that's just wrecked him. Oh, from beyond the grave, Boomich has more mischief left to play in the round, and that's going to feed Born Rich a quick kill on the AWP.
That's wild. That's so
Dude, that's crazy. In like his dying breath, he went like, if I'm going down, you're coming down with me, MagnetJez.
Dude, that's so unlucky. Like, he had like 2 players who weren't going to look at him as a double kill all day long, and his teammates flash from the grave completely blinds him. There's a world where he could have just stayed blind. He had such a good spot. He was so undetected, but he goes to the spray while blind. It doesn't work out, and all of a sudden the round turns on its head. There's still a way to lose it, though, Harry. There's always a way. So we'll see what they've got up their sleeve here. Going to be coordinating themselves back towards B. 20 seconds remaining. What's
Are
the
they
play
really
here,
going to
boys?
go into the B stack? Everyone's here. BetBoom took a gamble. They've brought everyone down towards lower. You see Art Frost, the alarm bell should be going off, but you don't have time to turn back. They go into the stack and they get demolished. Dilladez fires off for the killing blow, and disaster strikes for MIBR. As they had all the makings of a round, they had Boomich betraying his teammates like a good captain should, and it still wasn't enough.
Oh, that's one of the roughest finishes you're ever going to see. Might be the one of the tournament so far. Yeah, a good round. A lot of fun. A lot of moving pieces here. Here's the moment. So Boomich goes down. Oh, the flashbang actually hits off the tee and bounces into his teammate. That's so crazy. He headbutts it off in towards his teammate there, but still winning the round. We're right back into the action by the looks of things here. Boomich making up for the previous flashbang, and it is going to be a 5-on-3 to kick things off. MIBR, they need to have a timeout here. They're in a tailspin as we see two players go down towards the connector, exit, kicker very low as well.
He spammed them. He spammed them both, right?
No
That's the only
way
way he could have done it. That's a double kill on the spam in through connector. That's just a horrible, horrible way for this to start. All right, kicker, he won a major on this map. Let's see if he can reignite some faith in MIBR.
In this round, you reckon?
Maybe.
20 points of help and a Galil. Minute remaining.
Look, man, all I'm saying is, you know, you could. He could.
I mean, sure. There is that 1% chance, I suppose.
Nah.
He's
probably deader than Steve in Stranger Things.
Did he
this
die?
coming season? He will.
Okay.
Mark my words, he will.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a new season of Stranger Things. That's good
It's
news.
coming up, man. Everyone's talking about
fans.
it. Everyone's getting paranoid. Steve Harrington, not Steve. Anyone but Steve. That's what they're saying. That's what the streets are saying.
He's got that really nice hair, isn't he?
Yeah, man. Oh, he's an attractive fella.
Yeah.
That's Steve.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Lovely man. Wish him all the best in season 6.
Oh.
Hope he does make it. And 7-1, not a scoreline the Brazilians like to see, Harry. That has to be said as well. But it always seems to appear when they really don't want to look at it.
Yeah, no, every game when Brazilian squads play, the scoreline will crop up. I don't make the rules. It just happens like that.
Every time. And a chance to come back, though. We've got more of that contact play you were mentioning. Contact up towards short doesn't feel great, though, I'll be honest. And we'll see whether they can make this work. You're going to have to find some lovely trades here. Running for the util, and yeah, that's about what we expected. Siren with a double. And it's going to be Insani fighting back here, but locked out by the utility. Gets himself 2, so actually back to a 3-on-3. Minute remaining. And it's going to be Bruno with his AWP still alive and well. They're going to go towards Monster now. More contact play, walking through the smoke, hoping for the best here. 2 players to deal with, currently residing on the B site itself.
Oh, Frost on the flank! They do deal with him. Insani with a clean tap. Dude, I mean, when the AWPer is flanking you, you know that you've been read. You know they're one step ahead. That's a move that never normally happens. Insani, 3 kills deep. How much more can he get away with? He's also got to plant the bomb. Man, give him something, because Boomich is here to take it all away. And Insani literally had to get that job done all on his own. 3 kills deep, plant the bomb, win the round. No, he can't do it. Too much.
Way too much. Insani, the one-man army right now, the only reason they have a single round to their name, the opening incision towards long. Now, with multiple kills, 4 of them. And it's still not quite enough. It was a disastrous start. The contact play up towards short. Sure, they got a couple of frags in return, but it never felt like they were in a winning position. As we do see another partial buy brought to the table here. Tech 9s, an AK for Insani. That's about it. Fair enough. He has got himself 4 kills total. Maybe he can find a couple more here, but it's looking pretty bad. I'm not going to lie to you. MIBR, they're not big. It's all going about as bad as it could be right now. This is about the worst place you can be.
You know, the boat hasn't sunk yet, but it's taking on a lot of water, and it's probably not looking good. And there are no lifeboats on this one. MIBR.
Hang on, there's a gap.
They will seize the gap as well.
Plugging the holes.
Now you hear the rotate in. Tech9's going to be able to close the distance. Not a bad shot from Breno to open this up. And that's going to get them in. That's going to get them a bomb plant and a 5v4. Breno's trying to extract even more value from this aggression. Does a lot of damage, but goes down after the first. Now it's down to the rest of MIBR to hold this one together in the post plant. Now I am looking at the minimap. Exit and Kicker are a long way away. So for now, there's actually only 2 players in the site. Bruno also gets one, much like Breno. And now Artfrost dead at the hands of that Insani AK. Kick. He's coming. Hang on, bro. He's got this. Hang on. There it is! The Glock through the smoke! He won a major on this map, the GOAT! Oh no! Oh no! The GOAT is washed! It's bad! It's bad!
How did they give that up? It was looking so promising. Everything was going so well. They found the gap. They got the opening kill. Bomb was planted quickly. They got massive damage towards Spawn. They controlled the bank. Bruno even got a couple of kills in the mix as well. And Kicker, with nothing brought to the table. The block, no armor. 2 versus 1. Got the first. Low HP. Couldn't find the second, Harry. And it's another nightmare scenario. You do hate to see that. Come on, you've got to admit you hate to see it.
This ain't cinema. This is Netflix, bro. Like this is great though. Like you could just binge watch it. Dude, even the comedically timed cutaway cam to Kicker mid retake as he's kind of confusedly, and that's not a word, wandering through mid. Like the John Travolta meme.
Well, when he kind of looks confused in general.
Yeah. Is it John Travolta from that? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Yeah, it's from
nice.
Pulp Fiction to me.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good, man. Kicker actually might be the GOAT.
Yeah, one of them up there with Norbert, perhaps.
Oh, no, it actually feels wrong putting them in the same set. Like, Norbert is still really, really good.
What do you say, Kicker, to play? Hasn't impressed you so far, this Lurks and towards the B-bomb side?
He's always kind of been far away from everyone else. And so credit to that. The GOAT of, you know, being away from the team.
Not the GOAT status everyone's looking for. But a status nonetheless, as we do see a round that was looking promising, slipped by the wayside once again. Dire Straits here from MIBR, ladies and gentlemen. Their map pick. Difficult to really justify why right now. It's been, like Harry mentioned, a lot of contact plays. Nothing too technical. You've got Bruno, who doesn't even play this map for MIBR Academy. I would just say try and play like a Dust 2 or something. get an Ancient going. This is a real technical map, and yeah, the stand-in situation, they are not having a good time here. But there's always a chance to get a couple more rounds. It's never over till it's over. 9-3 is actually pretty serviceable on Overpass. You've got to get there first, but let's see what they can do.
This has actually been a bit of a long-running problem for MIBR, and that's that they have a pretty small map pool. Like, the maps that they're good on, they hit really hard on usually, right? Like, obviously, we've already discussed to no end the whole stand-in thing going on right now. But even thinking back to like the Shanghai Major where they tried to go on a run, they were 2-0 up with a chance to go through, and they fell 2-3 because the moment they got to the BO3s, you know, they have like 3 really good maps, and then past that it gets pretty shallow very, very quickly. They might be onto something in this round though. 2 players in the site. Where's Kicker? Oh, in mid. Okay, here he is coming over. Flash to try and help exit.
He's here.
All right, he's arrived right where he's supposed to. Oh, dead, of course. That's Kicker, dead. Back in the toilets. And so BetBoom just keep racking up these rounds.
Okay, Kicker, he's getting a little bit egregious now. Like, why don't you try being with us? The logs are beautiful. They're great. But there's always a chance we could win a round if we're there with the fights together. And it has been almost every single round now. He's the last one to go down.
It's more just where he is on the map in all of these moments. It's good though, like he's lurking, he's supposed to be. Everyone else is dying. Like, I'm not actually that mad at Kicker. You know, you're gonna look like a beta if you're the guy responsible for the B aggression if all your A players die. So it's more so a bit of light tomfoolery aimed at Kicker. Nothing personal. He's a good dude.
Well, last chance saloon here for the good dude. And we do have round number 12. They've got 1 to their name so far. At least they got a bomb plant in the previous round, so the buy is not completely woeful. We will see AKs across the board. No AWP for Bruno Money, as we'll see if there's anything left to be said here. Contact play towards Monster. Why not? See what you can make of it. Kicker actually leading the way this time, and they get smoked off just as they commit. So that's cancelled. Slow that one down. Well,
at least, right, like, Kicker will not be last alive in this round. I can promise you that. They're finally coming to his side of the map.
Keep bringing him up.
No. Well, all I'm saying is he's over towards B. This is like the area of the map he's usually responsible for in the default. And so when they go B, he's actually going to lead the charge. He's going to be the first man in. Chance to show us what he's made of. There it is. No longer looking like he's baiting because all the guys on A die in 3 seconds. He's going to fall after one, but he did his job. He opened up the door. And that door is very quickly being closed. Oh, Insani, hang on. He's been able to wrestle it back. 2-on-2 now. Boomich connects the spam, and that's how they lose Insani. Bruno, I think? Yeah, it's Bruno, not Breno. He's got to clutch up the Academy prospect, the stand-in. Can he do it? First kill connects. Is he ready for Magnajez? Same position, same exact angle. No. And BetBoom run away with a convincing 11-1 half. They dominate MIBR on MIBR's map pick.
Oh, another close for no cigar situation there. I thought Bruno had it in him. Not Breno, just to be clear. It was Bruno, a good chance. But unfortunately, misreads the situation. 4-1 coming towards Monster. Didn't happen. But it has to be said, Harry, pretty lackluster from MIBR. They are playing with stand-in, I get that, but just picking Overpass and dropping that sort of performance. Great stuff from BetBoom. It just felt like they were never really pressured at any time. The only round they picked up was a default where Insani found a free kill towards Long, and it came real close to giving it up. But that's the only round they really get. And everything else was pretty underwhelming, and they are going to struggle going forward here. Kicker even got the opening kill this time. As you mentioned, first in, first kill, but Siren managing to mow them down with the AK-47. It was Magnajez as well with the backstab. This is the Siren double. Beautiful shooting from the back lines here. Did a significant damage as well. And it was the 1v1 situation, but Magnajez, even on low HP, confirms what should be a map victory at this point. 11-1. MIBR will need to present a perfect game. And that would even just be getting us to overtime. We'll see what they bring to the table here. It's going to be Julies for BRN Renazan. He's 4-12. Got Kickouts with the double HE setup alongside Bruno, so we'll see where they want to use them. Maybe towards the T-steps, maybe towards the short area. It's going to be a big duel here for Insani. He's had a couple of good moments, but unable to land any significant damage. Magnajez to find him, and it's the 12th round looking quite likely now. 5-on-4, CT scrambling. They've got the nades to stop the plant potentially. That could be big. That could be something.
Yeah, cross in.
There's a nade.
Oh, nades are a little early. Very early at that, and so, yeah, they won't really find anything. That's fine. You know, you're not supposed to win every game. I think it's important to remind yourself of that at moments like this. 12-1 down. Sure, you have BetBoom on one of their worst maps, one of your best maps. And so that probably doesn't feel great, but it's certainly amplified with the whole stand-in situation.
What a situation it is. It's, I mean, they're just getting warmed up. It's the first map of the day. It doesn't matter if it's 13-11 or 13-0, Harry. It's the first map, first of the tournament. You're just kind of feeling things out. It's Bruno probably hasn't even played a big LAN before. So we'll see whether he can bounce back in the second. It doesn't look great right now, admittedly, but I'm sure it's going to be fine going forward.
Yeah, he actually hasn't ever played LAN before. So that's a good observation, Henry.
Thank you very much.
And a good thing to consider. This is his first time on LAN, and I bet he won't forget it.
The baptism by fire.
Yeah, I mean, this really is that, you know? You come in, you're all jazzed up for the day, you're feeling great. Chance to prove yourself in the MIBR squad. We get the map that you all love. Yeah, let's go, boys. And then you're lost alive, watching Kicker walk in on a big flank.
I mean, there's always a chance you win this round, though. You've got to admit that. There's always a chance you can win this round and go on a huge spree of rounds. And like, The old cliche.
100 rounds. We're going on a streak of 100 rounds past this round, guys. That's what I'd be saying if I'm the MIBR
As we have to
coach.
say as commentators, I said it's every time there's a blowout, even if you know you're not going to win this map, try and get 5 or 6 rounds. Frustrate them. Delay the inevitability. And see whether you can actually get warmed up and kind of laugh at yourselves for a bad performance. But we'll see if they get there. It's never 13 easily. No one ever gets 13-1 in this day and age, not in this economy. But, okay, Bruno, you are going to have to step up, my friend. You are actually have to go
he
massive.
can do it.
He's
Huge.
huge.
He's far from the big problem right now. Let's see what Bruno can do. First time on LAN. First chance to clutch on LAN. Let's see what he can do.
It's a difficult one.
They're going to swing him together. They don't make it easy, and that is a runaway victory out of BetBoom. It's not even close. 13-1 on MIBR's map pick. You said, Henry, we never get 13-1s anymore. Well, there it is.
I think that one's probably for the best, though. Let's just forget about that map. It was the first one on LAN ever for Bruno. Never been to a LAN tournament. He hasn't really played.
Steamroll BetBoom, and we all know it. You know, you just can't say it. Like, there's no real reason. It's why, you know, bad things always happen all at once. You know, like, you get one bad thing, you're like, damn, could life get any worse? And then the next day, it, like, gets way worse. You know, you're just tempting fate, and I feel like that's what this series is doing.
All right.
Yeah.
So more of like a superstitious sort of approach.
More of a superstitious approach, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll see whether that kind of transpires as we get into the second map. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the action here at PGL Masters Bucharest 2025. Second half of the day is the B stream. Second map between BetBoom and MIBR. The pick now of BetBoom, who absolutely walloped MIBR on the first outing, 13-1. Wasn't much to talk about. We'll see if this map is more forgiving, though, for the Brazilians as they take flights in towards the ramp room. It's going to be a couple of Julies ready and waiting on the other side. It's going to be Bruno and Kicker with those. Kicker, bit of a stinker, and last map dropped a 0.53 rating. Didn't really have much impact, much inputs, was left to his own devices. We're going towards that round. It's a good start, though. We are going to see multiple kills here from IBR, and this is the round. They've done it. They've got themselves just as many rounds as they got on the previous map in the pistol here on Nuke.
Honestly, I tried to give you all fair warning. Strap yourselves on. We're on for a big series now.
I think you might be right. That's a very convincing way to kick things off.
I think I'm right. Dude, honestly, that's the cleanest round they've played in 15 rounds of play.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And we'll see Breno, not to be confused with Bruno, mowing them down with the USP as we do see multiple kills there. Gets himself a quad to kick things off. No bomb planted. Eco, vampire round, as you would say, Harry. Just a chance to bleed out that util. And 3 rifles available for MIBR. So try and keep this one clean, boys. Is there any advice I can give you if I were to be the coach? But yeah, try and keep 5 alive. Don't take the jewels. Keep the demons at bay. I know everyone wants to peek. Everyone wants to get their fair share of the eco frags, but you've got to remain resilient.
Not Bruno, man. Come on. Don't. Just stay where you are. He's in a great spot. If he just stays there, resists that little, like, temptation, that little voice in his head telling him, like, what if I'll just check. Oh, look, and Artfrost might kill himself before the fight even starts. Oh, no, they've spotted a Glock. Dude, a Glocks to an MP9, that's like moths to a flame. He wants him. Bruno, I'm really proud with how long he's delayed this, and he goes at the perfect moment, nails his timing, spots him out in the yard, mang the Jez.
Oh, no, Harry.
Oh, no!
It's still fine. I think it's still fine.
Mang the Jez got one with a Glock!
I think it's still fine.
Okay, it's getting contained. Bruno, no, sorry, Breno making up for it. Him and Insani left in this 2v2, but you can get weird with this. Sirens going around at the top of Silo to try and help out in the yard. Ooh, Insani in the little close cubby at Garage. I don't know if you would expect him here this late in the round. And so I feel like he's good for some mileage in this position, especially as they're trying to move quickly now. Oh, oh God, no! Insani's dropped the ball! Bomb's made it down a lower. The bomb's running in. Is there even time? I don't think there's time. He hasn't got it. He doesn't have this. That plant won't go down in time. And so MIBR, the legends, they've done it. They called themselves to a winning second round there. Absolutely bloody nailed it.
Okay.
It's not cinema, it's Netflix.
Dude,
and it's so good.
It's one of the ugliest anti-eco rounds you're ever going to see, but they got the win over the line here. The bomb was not planted. They do manage to save an M4. At the very least, here, but 2 players will go without cash going forward on the BetBoom side. That is an absolute disaster. So, yeah, we'll see what it looks like now. So, Siren has got the M4, and it's going to be the Letters with the Desert Eagle. So, it's actually pretty promising in terms of the overall setup. You can see the money's very brittle for the CT side as well. Insani takes some heavy damage as we do start to exchange utility now. The smokes presumably popped open with the CTs momentarily. 3 smokes down. MagnaJez leading the way. A very important round here. MIBR on the cusp of being broken. There's the first HE. Nothing popped open. The MagnaJez will be swarming towards main entrance and trying to crack things open here. Lots of room to find those opening kills, but actually can't convert the bullets.
Oh, yes, and there it is. MIBR. Dude, they're 13-0 in them.
Yeah,
they
right.
are. I've never seen a more likely 13-0 in my life. Oh, it's so good. I love the way the world works. You can have all this analysis. Mate, if Chad was here, he'd be like, oh, you know, I'm not real. I think like MIBR, man, they're not going to have, kick it. Like the way he kind of approaches some of this topside anchoring, I think that's very exploitable. This should be an easy game. BetBoom got the reps here, but you don't need all of that, man. You just need to kind of, like, just read the palms of the game. And that's what we've done. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I just nearly broke my mixer out of excitement, but it's still so good.
We can't have any more technical issues today, Ari. Please stay with us.
3-0 right now for MIBR. Spam MagnaJez on the cross. They've brought him down low.
Well, well, well. Tech9s could be a thorn in their side here. They struggled with the Glocks, it has to be said. Boomich finds a bit of a gap. They will find that player towards ramp as well. Boomich has got another. As now we go into the 3-on-3. Rifles will be obtained, and this is a partial buy, so a couple of guns to work for this point. The M4 for Frost. Boomich recovers the AK-47. All of a sudden, this becomes very uncomfortable for MIBR. Good news is, though, everyone's alive and well. 100 HP on the 3 remaining CD players. Plenty of util. Kid in the mix as well. That's on exit. He's currently posted down towards lower. Here's Kicker. Had an absolute stinker on Overpass, but can he make up for it here? He's got them contained in towards the ramp room. 40 seconds remaining. It's a nice position and not a nice finish. Unfortunately, Boomich absolutely blasts him there with the AK, and that's going to be now a huge advantage for BetBoom.
Still, bomb coming in down towards lower. Exit could stop this. He's aware that someone could have crossed secret earlier on. And so waits for MagnaJez, but the tap on that bomb, that's when he goes for the swing. Exit catching them both. MagnaJez backstab denied. MIBR off to the races, and it's Bruno to close it out. His first LAN clutch picked up in that 1v1.
Yeah, I guess you could call that a clutch in a way. It's a 1v1 for a moment, and he does get the kill. He gets the trade, and it will be another round on the board for MIBR. Excellent stuff there. A round that looked like it was falling apart, admittedly just against the Tech9s there, but still, you have to win it. You have to come out on top there. It was uncomfortable. This round play certainly ruffled some feathers. Boomer finding the gap towards outside, but overall, well handled. His exit, lying in wait, gets the double, and that's the clutch there from Bruno. What a clutch it was. Hits the shot in the back, does the damage, diffuses the bomb, and we've got 4-0. Are they about to dish out equal punishment here? Give BetBoom a taste of their own medicine? Could happen, is happening.
It very much is. Oh, break on the smoke, but
it's all good.
When you think, you have the drop on the orb, that's when you learn about Insani. Boomich now trapped out in the yard. That little double setup that MIBR ran, able to deal with MagnaJez when he first tries crossing. Still, it's a lot of info here for BetBoom, and so they think they have room over at ramp when you spot 3 players outside, but this swift reposition out of Insani, and Bruno still keeps the advantage belonging firmly to MIBR. Split up now, Adilidez and Boomich. And as Boomich tries to cross, he's got to make it past Breno. Oh my god, I can't believe Kicker vent drops into the B site and just annihilates Boomich. Dilladez, what do you got?
He's got nothing, bro. He's got absolutely nothing. Brenner will take care of him. The streak continues now. MIBR 5, BetBoom 0. Another very convincing round. Trying their luck once again towards the ramp. It's not working out for them, and BetBoom are looking at 6s and 7s right now as we do have the first tactical timeout. They've got 3 of them to use, and dropping the first one quite early. The money's not great. It's not bad either. There's definitely a buy there, and we'll see where they want to go all in. It's going to be Galils and AK-47s, but MIBR, how are you called it? You said they'd be powered up, inspired by the previous disastrous map, and it was their first missed shot from Bruno, but going back in towards the ramp, they get absolutely blasted. Kicker dropping down the vents. It's a very impressive finish there from Breno. The streak does continue here. Money starting to build up a little bit. They do need to have started some clean rounds here, but MIBR on a very, very good streak. Our Frost is going to go with the Deagle. Galils, AKs otherwise, round 6. And this is the sort of round you want to bring like an upper rush or something, like a set piece, get something just to guarantee a bomb plan. We'll see what they've got in mind.
Oh, you're dead on, Hank. They're lobbing in all that top exec util. They've been blocked at the door, though, and the explosion out through Hut hasn't come through. So going on a second timing here, our BetBoom. Let's see how MIBR's A site holds up. And Sani leaves Heaven. He's going ramp, and that's because Breno's got the spot. They're one step ahead of this on the rotate. Dilladez reclaims one at least. That's some room, but in comes the Bruno Orb. Art Frost. Does he want to fight this? Surely not. Gives Bruno another chance to fire off on the AWP, and this is also allowed to... Oh, Kicker, mate. Kicker has nailed this. He has absolutely nailed this. You're not going to clear that. No one's clearing Kicker here. You're so dead. And there it is, Kicker, the master flanker. And they're just racking up rounds now, Henry. I tried to warn everyone. I tried to let you all know, but this is just how it happens, man. This is life. Summed up in Counter-Strike.
You're dead on. You did call it. I denied your interest in a comeback here. I didn't think it was possible. I said there's no chance. It's going to be another technical map. It's your opponent's pick. He just got 13-1. First LAN game for Bruno, but he's stepping up now. He's having his impact at the AWP. They're up 6-0. Money's broken once again. It's Tech-9s and an AK. Our Frost, the AWP will have to make do with the rifle this time. So their woes continue here. Trying another pocket strat, going to be trying to get quickly down towards the secret area. Actually getting some decent space on the map so far at the very least. It's going to be Insani taking some heavy damage. Boomich working towards main. He's been so good at finding space and little gaps to work with here. They've flooded the lower bomb site. 1 minute 20 remaining and still so much to be done. We will see the bomb planted towards the Astralis position. It's going to be Magnajez dealing with first contact towards the ramp. Massive advantage of a BetBoom, but they just don't have any further utility or firepower to deal with this retake, Harry. It's going to be difficult, but it could be the first round on the board.
Yeah, you have to seriously weigh up if you want to even attempt this.
I think the money's too low.
Yeah, I don't even think that one kill is going to entice you, as weird as this is to say. For MIBR, they're kind of trying to play the long game here. And also, you know, the less they give over, the better. In a round where the retake would have been such a tricky prospect anyway, right? It's very, very rare that you have rounds where everyone kind of makes it into lower and there's no resistance from MIBR. And it just left them in a position where they can't really justify attempting this. And so there we go. Not a 13-0, but still a chance at a 13-1, bit of revenge. BetBoom breaking through on just pistols.
Yeah, I suppose that is an interesting and compelling storyline.
This is such a weird game,
it's still available. But it is going to be the first round on the board there. It's going to be BetBoom making it work with the Tech-9s. As you mentioned, though, MIBR, the money was so low, I think that's the correct choice. Don't go for that retake. They don't have the finances to really justify it, so they'll hold on to the haul of weapons, the AWP especially for Bruno. And we get into the thick of it now. This is the meat and potatoes here of Nuke. The mid stages, BetBoom. Oh, their woes continue. It's going to be exit to find a cheeky one through the smoke. So good.
And look at Bruno. I forgot about the Sonic move.
Yeah.
So good. All right, Bruno's got the AWP secret side. Back at Garage, still a threat as well, as it's Breno and Bruno responsible for the yard. Breno gets his. Bruno won't get to fire off. And did Magnagez make it past, or was he spotted? It looks like he was spotted there. Breno should be calming this along in the end. Sani's now taking up position to shut this down. A free kill onto Magnagez. And a 5v2. 13-1 still very much available to MIBR. Oh, but hold on.
Hold your horses there, Harry. All of a sudden, this round becomes a lot more viable. 3 versus 2, sure, but one more kill. Even the playing field is going to be kicker. Currently on 3 for 3, playing passive as you might expect, trying to rob that clock and actually taking off heads with him as well. It's going to be Artfrost removed. That should be enough to win this round here. Still not giving too much away, playing a very passive game. It's going to be a frag in response, but a chance now in the 2v1 clutch. 20 seconds remaining. Insani and Bruno to try and clutch up. Grenade doesn't hit.
Oh, Diladez leaves it to the swing, right in to the Bruno AWP. And he'd been looking for a chance to fire that all round long. Gets it stuck in and denies the clutch attempt from BetBoom. Scoreline just keeps racking up here. MIBR, they feel great.
Looking great. I mean, it's a fortunate opening frag. No one's denying that. Exit. Gets one clean through the smoke towards the lobby. Great comms, though. You did mention there's a possibility of that outside space being taken. They've been a little bit of a nuisance finding those areas. Insani, though, gets the comp, shuts it down early, and it's going to be 7-1 again, Harry. It's back. How does this keep happening? This time, a 7-1 you love to see if you're a Brazilian fan. How is it always here?
It always is. In any Brazilian series, you will get 7-1.
So ridiculous.
Oh, Artfrost clean with it, but all it's done is serve to keep this in a 4v4 and give over some yard space. Now that's good space for BetBoom to hold. You can see that Breno moving in to try and hold on to Hell. You won't be able to stop the Heaven scale up, but hoping you get some tidbit of knowledge. Something to better direct the... Oh, barrel scene. Barrel scene up in the window. Diladez gets that one for free. Lobby re-aggro out of MIBR. They'll at least keep this one salvageable in the 2-on-3. If BetBoom decide to go lower, though, that leaves MIBR high and dry and away from the action.
Well, it looks like we might be heading down towards lower. All three players scramble to gain control here. 40 seconds remaining. Limited on utility, but they do have a nice smoke here. You've got to put that down to guarantee the plant. Don't want to take any risks here. And speaking of risks, do you even want to go for this for MIBR? You know it's down towards lower. You've got the AWP. Money's pretty good, though. They could justify a look in, but it looks like they're already going to give this one up. It is going to be 7-2. BetBoom bouncing back. He's had a nuke 4 or 5 rounds what you're aiming for, but still a long way to go, Harry. 7-5. Still possible. Still could happen. Sure, it's a rough start, but it's their map pick. As long as you just lay the foundations down here on the T side and get enough to work with so you can even afford to lose a pistol, I think they should be fine.
Where's Artfrost's AWP? He dropped it, I'm guessing, over here? Yes, okay. That's fine. It's all well and good.
It is.
You don't want to forget that.
It's quite expensive, as I recall.
It is.
Have we talked about the auto sniper today?
No.
I saw Simple using it recently in an online game. He's got it equipped. And I feel like it's going to make a huge comeback in 2026. It'll be the year of the auto sniper. I just want to make sure I put that down officially out there.
Bro, if that's what it takes, you know, there's no auto sniper in Dota 2.
Yeah, that's true. There's no...
That might finally draw him in. It might. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone asking me.
The auto sniper, Simple, is going to pave the way for glory. And I can't wait for it. We saw Alcaran using the revolver earlier as well. Not sure that's the weapon I want to see make it to the forefront of Counter-Strike, but good luck to him. Either way, we have got Siren going down.
There is kind of like a weird usage case for it, if like you use it like a scout.
Come on, man.
But like, it is bad. It's a troll gun. It wasn't bad when it first got added. We all remember the first day.
What a day
where it was literally like the most broken gun
You could
ever
like cock the
grace.
hammer and then just have an instant kill, couldn't you? It was like one shot to the body was an instant kill.
It was Halo 1 pistol-esque level of overpowered, which is good. We need something like that.
I think there will be a new gun added eventually.
Surely, right? They're adding the Car 98K.
That would be huge.
Oh, Boomich, heaven wrap. Free kill! Kicker gets absolutely sidelined. Boomich is clean with it. And then Dead, of course, can't get too excited for long as the real challenge still lays in front of them. Exit hasn't moved. Oh, what? They've seen his feet. They've spammed his feet under the silo. He was confused by that. I'm confused just watching that.
Okay, this is a difficult retake now. You've got the AWP up in the heavens here. The Molotov that flushed him out. Single swim moment. It's going to be Bruno finds it back the AK-47. This is a huge kill. Breno's able to get one at the very least. 2 versus 1 though. See if anything can be done, and of course it can. It's going to be Diladez opening things up. Bruno to deal with, and another land clutch, Harry. Put it on the record. It's official. He's got 2 here on the CT side of Nuke.
Dude, I mean, this is his map.
Yeah.
He's feeling real good about this.
9 and 3. You just love to see it.
I have to say that Nuke is one of the maps that he plays in the academy team.
Okay.
So likely has like far better foundations to fall back on as well. I just imagine getting hot dropped into Overpass of all maps. A team, a map that, much like Nuke, is like you've been kind of stressing, very, very technical, but you never play it.
Yeah, on
that
Sunday as well, the day of rest.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You're supposed to be resting a day.
And if you're put in that stressful environment, Halloween's around the corner, you don't want to be dealing with all that.
But dude, you know, MIBR, this was kind of their chance. The phone was ringing. We all thought maybe it's Honda.
That's a great reference, very niche
and
one.
it works so well in this game because
it does.
Yeah, they could have got Honda back in. We all miss him. Maybe it's Honda.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Well done.
All right. It's an A split. That's the call. Util in. Boomich on a lurk. Exit with the backstab. And Bruno. Oh no, don't come through that smoke. Right into Boomich, who lies in wait back in main. Surely there's no winning this. It looks like BetBoom on track for a 3rd. Right down the tail end of this half.
Yeah, I would say potentially 4 as well, Harry. We've talked about the money all game long. It hasn't reared its ugly head from MIBR until this moment. Finally, they will be broken. Breno with no choice but to save the M4. No util, no kits, and he's going to be cowering away back into spawn. It's BetBoom. Finally looking like they're in a promising position here. It's going to be Boomich and Diladez working in tandem, getting the all-important kills there, but yeah, job done. And I'm not sure the loss bonus is that. It can't be a much, though, from MIBR. I think they're going to get like 1,900 into the next round. Let's have a look. Everyone's at tenterhooks. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Money is incredibly low, and that could spell disaster towards the end here of their CT campaign. Things got a bit crazy there, Harry. Pushing smokes. Bruno was feeling himself. Wanted to get stuck in. Might not be in the right call.
Yeah, it feels rough because, like, it's one where you look at it in hindsight and all the kind of telltale signs for the A-split were there, the yard smokes that leak over into main to allow pathing through. And so one that maybe you feel a little sore about, there's still a chance to finish off with a good half here. And even though they didn't have a lot of money, they've still cobbled together, you know, for all margins, like a pretty decent buy. You just don't have any util. And so if BetBoom plays slow, that's massively to their benefit, but they're really trying to keep a keen pace in this round. And so MIBR never really feel the punishment of having limited util here. Now they full gamble stack in towards lower. MIBR bring 3 players down into this B site. Last few times BetBoom went here, MIBR were in the wrong place and couldn't justify going for the round. Well, they've tried to make up for that now. Insani in the feed.
Hello.
Breno in the feed. And these rifles hitting hard have clawed it back to a 4v2.
Well, that's probably going to be all she wrote here. It's going to be a nice attempt towards the end, but BetBoom fumbled around against the Famases and the MP9s and MIBR. Who would have thought after going down 13-1 on their map pick are looking very impressive, very solid here on the CT side of Nuke. The job is not done, though. There's still a lot of work to be done going forward because you do have your T side to deal with now, and we saw their T-side efforts on Overpass were not fantastic. That's when it looked a little bit unorganized. They looked uncomfortable, and we'll see if they can bounce back here and find us a second map and take us to a third, which would be great to see. Like the first map, we can just forget about that now. It didn't really feel like a good game of CS. They got warmed up. They're ready. They're locked in. Everyone's contributing. Bruno's got 2 land clutches. Insani's continuing to find good output. BRN Azan is looking fantastic as well. So we've got a real game on our hands here. And Boomich, he's got a massive mountain to climb in the second half. They can do it. They can bring this one back, but it's going to be difficult. 3's enough, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's one where, you know, like, you're not thrilled. It would be like you've won the lottery.
Okay.
But you've only won, like, £100, you know? Like, sure, it's nice.
So are you saying
it's nice to win.
100 more tickets, maybe?
And that's kind of the vibe, yeah. 100 more tickets. A ticket's £1. I'm pretty sure they're way more than that.
Oh, they used to be £1 back in my day.
I know. I can tell, you know, you've been responsible for a while. I swear. Actually, maybe Lucky Dip is still like, I don't know. I don't play the lottery, man.
It's a scam, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It all feels like a big scam.
Well. A very important pistol round here. An assertive play from MIBR, but they walk into the loving embrace of Toledo's and his dual elites. It's going to be the opening kill, but a good response here. Kickouts. Molotov's off towards the window side room, and it's going to be a very important kill. Breno finds the man advantage. We are going to find ourselves with a smoke down towards the double doors. Bomb to be planted by Insani. And now the retake begins. This is a round it felt like BetBoom had to win, and now finding themselves at the man disadvantage. No kit currently in play. A couple of flashbangs. There's going to be Frost joining Siren over towards this single door here. I don't think they stand a chance. There's so much to do and so little time.
Gonna try and charge in. Frost missing his shots, and Kicker lies in wait. This one goes nowhere quickly, and now you're pinned between MIBR in 3 different positions. They've got to go hunting for some of these kills. They get out with 2 of them. Boomich making it interesting, and Siren even dealt with the other, but there's no kit, no time. And so BetBoom might get all the kills in that unlikely 2-on-3. They just don't have the most important resource of them all, Henry, which is time for that bomb.
It's a really good point. I'm glad you brought that up. We all wish we had more of it. Time, though, something that will get away from you if you allow it to. No kit there in play, and unfortunately, even with the opening flag, it looked promising for a second there for BetBoom, but 10 seconds was not available. As we will see, Breno, great work towards that window room. Kicker with some good input as well. Fantastic retake effort. Got to commend them on that. It's going to set them up for a force going forward. You get extra money per kill, $50 per player. So they're going to bring an M4 to the table. And we've got an upper rush coming in. They're going to dive down the vents, in fact, and it's going to be an Frost shot through the smoke. He's done a ton of damage as well. They're dropping like flies. Oh, they're regretting this call now. The fast jump down towards the vent has led to absolute disaster here. Exit and Bruno, not Breno, will be remaining. It's going to get me every single time.
Yeah, it's horrible. I think they should be on the same team, though. Yeah. I think Bruno has earned it after his 2 land clutches here. Debut on land for MIBR Academy player Bruno, subbing in for Klim. I know folks are excited to see him, but he couldn't make it.
Yeah, they're trying to replicate the kind of Furia magic we've seen this year by bringing in 2 like CIS players. Hasn't necessarily found the same results yet. It's very early days. They don't get to go to as many big events, of course, but we'll see what they can do here at Bucharest. If they can bounce back in this series and recover a 13-1, that would be impressive. But yeah, haven't got the full lineup here, and having to speak English, of course. And that's not ideal for anyone, really.
Which is also adding even more layers to the Bruno substitution. Is he comes from the MIBR Academy squad, where I'm assuming they don't speak in English.
No.
Maybe that's a bit of a crazy assumption. No, yeah, they're all Brazilian. They're probably speaking in Portuguese.
Yep.
So, you know, there's like a third added layer. Not just that it's his first LAN, not just that map 1 was a map his team don't play, but also he's communicating in a different language to normal.
Yeah, a lot of mitigating
circumstances. They've laid it on thick, and he's still doing good. He's still doing good. It's Bruno, Breno, and Insani.
Yeah,
kind of the Ed and Eddie of, of Brazilian really Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I've enjoyed Bruno's output this map. He's had some moments, a couple of clutches, which we've noted a couple of times now, but he's kept his head above water. But this round, though, it wasn't great, Harry, to be honest. It's the kind of call you make, and everyone's excited. You're having a great game. And then you realize as soon as you commit to it, it's like, oh, we could have done anything else but run through smokes down the vents. Like that felt like
it just feels like a bit of a waste, you know? Like, if you won that round, you're on the fast track to win the game. And essentially, you have one rifle round between you and that goal if you pick up the conversion. And now you haven't. And now you're having to take, like, a force buy to try and keep this competitive. But everyone knows, like, you don't win this round. Not when the last one was so clean for BetBoom. You just can't admit that in the freeze time. You can't say, well, they saved a bunch of rifles. We're probably not going to win it. But that's the reality. You know, you're just doing this because it's the meta. It's what you're supposed to do. Now you come out with a buy. You got to come out with a pocket call here to try and cook something up with your limited firepower, limited weapons. And all you've really done is make life way harder for yourself and give BetBoom a bit of a lifeline to try and come back in this game from a very cold start on their pick of Nuke.
Well, there's actually a bit of a chance here. Frost plays it well, doesn't overcommit there, realizes they got out towards the ramp, and it's not a bomb site, Harry, famously. That's what they say. So allow them to have it, force them down towards lower, and very well handled here. Good communication, good rotations coming through. Looks like there'll be no chance of a round here. Kickout gives Boomich a taste of his P250. Going to be a nice long-range headshot, but there shouldn't be much left to be said here. A decent smoke makes things a little bit interesting, a bit spicy, but walking through it, going to be Insani on the other side of the coin finding a headshot, so that's about as good as it's ever going to get. A couple of kills there with the pistols, but no bomb planted, I'm afraid. BetBoom, they're now on the comeback mission. It's actually looking quite promising. It's going to have to be the full eco going into the next round, number 16. It's going to be 10-6. All of a sudden, you realize they're on the CT side, and they're the favored team, coming off the back of a 13-1 victory. That 9-3 doesn't feel so good right now, does it? It's kind of all disappeared quite quickly. Shouldn't have rushed vents, boys.
No, yeah. I mean, you've allowed the game to get spicy.
Shouldn't have rushed vents.
You have.
I told you.
And I'm talking, like, real spice.
Not like Korma. We're talking Vindaloo.
Yeah. No, it's not. This isn't, you know, like white boy spices. This isn't paprika, all right? This is real chili. And so, not ideal for MIBR. 100% not ideal. Chilies. Glock round, everyone loves it. Vampire round, I think we've been calling them.
Yeah. We love it.
Hey, to BetBoom's credit, they know it's a vampire round. They're not expending any of their util. They didn't throw the anti-rush util. Well, actually, they did. They did throw the anti-rush util. That would be foolish not to do that when it's only pistols. But afterwards, they haven't, you know, replenished any of this utility. Instead, they're just waiting. They know the fights are going to come to them. They know that it's only Glocks. So just a stat pad round for BetBoom. And pad the stats they do. Boomich with the mowdown.
Very nice from Boomich there. That will raise the confidence, raise the morale. All of a sudden, you feel like, oh, we're actually in the driving seat here. We're actually the team that's on the CT side. This is our map pick, and things are looking good. The last 3 rounds have been very comfortable indeed. You're building up a nice reservoir of cash going forward as well. You've got the Frost AWP, which is very influential in finding success on Overpass, and here's Boomich getting the job done there towards main entrance. No problem whatsoever. As we all see, round number 17 underway very quickly. MIBR running out of chances here. Need to stabilize, need to just run some defaults, see if they get some map control. Insani, the star player. A lot of people speculating whether he should still be in this team. It's a squad that always seems on the cusp of greatness, but never seems to make it. That's why they've made this kind of erratic change to go to an English-speaking squad, trying to follow in the footsteps of Furia, to try and give some Insani some backup overall. But he hasn't got much to work with this round, I'm afraid. 22 HP, running not far behind him. Going through the motions at the default, but
you're dead on about Insani. You know, it's been one of the big questions around him for the longest time. When you look at how good this guy is, some folks feeling like MIBR isn't the best place for him. And then obviously that was what the signing of Kicker and Klim was supposed to do. But if you wonder if it had the desired effect.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to bring some veterancy into the squad and actually give him something to work with. But yeah, you're right. Here's Frost, and he actually goes down. It's going to be Bruno stepping up and finding them a 4-4. This is promising now.
Ooh, Bruno! Let's go! Double entry! Isn't this better than clutching? Running the entry on the round.
He's got another.
Do it again. He can't quite find Magnagez. It's only one kill to get away. Oh, the D connects. Exit with a must-win trade. And now he's left all alone in the clutch. 1v2. Exit, an experienced player. But will he be able to etch out a path in this clutch? No, dead at the door. Double push for BetBoom, and the gap continues to close.
Just great protocols there from BetBoom. Fantastic deagle shot from Magnagez, that has to be said. I didn't think he stood a chance of getting a second kill there. But that's how you play those 2-on-1, ladies and gentlemen. Stay together, trade out the kills, get the intel first, do some damage, and the second player swinging out should be able to get the kill every single time. Couldn't have played it better if they tried that. Really enjoyed that. Another great round from Boomich. Speculative spam towards Secret. Yields that first kill, but Bruno, has to be said, almost stole the show there. Some great sequences. A couple of fantastic AK-47 headshots, but Exodus didn't have enough to work with there. Didn't suspect the two players together. And it will be another round on the board for BetBoom, who are now off to a flying start on the CT side. After losing the pistol as well, it's been a flawless streak after their force by victory. And I'd actually say a bit of a fumble from MIBR. The vent dive with like 3 or 4 players, that is not a call you want to see. It's such a gamble, a Hail Mary, when you're on the precipice of winning the map. And now things really starting to spiral. It's going to be a tactical timeout. Money broken once again. Partial buy territory. We're seeing Tech 9s, P250s, and they're starting to drop off significantly here. Could be the 2-0. BetBoom are right back on track.
Well, I'm seeing in Twitch chat, fan favorite Art Frost brings out his AWP now. Chance to really kind of light up the server.
I'm not on Twitch chat. I'm not there right now.
They're liking him.
Fan favorite, like they're liking him, are they?
Well, they're talking about him a lot.
Okay.
You know, if whoever was the fan favorite is measured by how much he's being spoken about, Art Frost is
the
guy.
Fair play.
This is an A-pop, surely, getting teed up. Fake little yard smokes lobbed in, bit of misdirection. There's no first smoke. So Magnagez can simply look with his eyes into the yard and say, no one's crossed. Still, it's prompted a rotate out of BetBoom regardless. And MIBR actually going to try and explode ramp instead. It's a fake on the top site, into the ramp pit. Fake on fake in the round, hoping it would buy them room on the ramp side, and that has not panned out. Bomb now dropped. Illides to control it. Magnagez on the rotate.
Well, it's not a round that's gone very well from MIBR, but maybe there's a chance that Bruno can find another clutch, not even a kill. Letters will take him down. It's a 2-round game. All of a sudden, it's looking like BetBoom have found the 2-0. These rounds have been very convincing. They've stabilized. They're back on their feet. They're looking comfortable. Boomage can smell glory around the corner here. MIBR, they've taken the tactical timeouts. They've tried to throw everything in the book at them. The fast plays, the defaults, the fakes, the lurks, the ramp takes, nothing's working. But we'll go back to the basics here. Bruno will have the AWP. Presumably outside smokes deployed. 3 of them go down early. We're going to send Insani out on a fragging mission. Frost will be continuing that nimble, agile play though. A different position each and every round. This time, allowing them to have outside Harry. That's fine. We'll just patrol low of the AWP. See how you deal with that.
Oh my God, Insani can't catch. Dude, every time he's tried to cross the yard smokes, he gets spammed.
Yep.
And that's their best player, the guy that's meant to be the next big thing in Brazil. And his round is ending crossing yard every single time, it feels like.
Oh, what are your options now? Like, you've got a 5-on-4, you've got some map control, admittedly, but there's Breno actually finding Magnajez. Okay, the opening we were looking for. Something to work with here. Deledes will have an opportunity, but the Orp's going to find him almost certainly.
What?
Guys?
No!
Bruno, come on.
Bruno, that's the exact fight he was looking for, and he didn't see him? And now Deledes is going to kill everyone. Yeah. And that's the price you pay. Oh, but hang on, Kicker, maybe.
You know what? I actually kind of believe in Kicker right now.
Oh, he saw the rafters guy. He's seen his feet. Oh,
see?
Quick flick up. Siren with the trade. And so round over. Down to a 1-round lead now for MIBR. Remember, if you're just tuning in, it was a shocking map 1, 13-1 in BetBoom's favor. But here, this was where things were meant to be different, Henry. 10-3 on the half with the pistol picked up for MIBR. And 10 might be all they get at this rate. They call in another tag timeout. BetBoom are now nipping at their heels. They are right there, ready to leapfrog them.
That's a very accurate and astute breakdown there, Harry Russell. I'm going to give you an update on the A stream. If you're not a fan of spoilers and you're not enjoying live sports, you'd like to consume them in a weird, kind of like fractured way at the end of the day, take your headset off now. Right now, 3D Max are playing against Saw. They've just kicked things off on the A stream, I believe. Dinko and Jason O'Toole are commentating that one. So you're a fan of those guys. They don't actually commentate very much together. Get the second screen up, listen to them. They're a new duo, up and coming. So yeah, 3D Max versus Saw. It's all Swiss here. If you're not sure what that means, it means you play. If you have 3 wins and 3 best-of-3s, you go through. If you get 3 losses, you go out of the tournament. It's a classic format, one of my favorites. Lots of heartbreak, lots of unpredictable games. You can't really prepare for your opponent too much. It's a lot of fun, and the fun continues here. MIBR, as Harry kind of explained very nicely for us, with 10-3 up, and now find themselves down to 10-9 with just pistols, and Sani's trying his luck once again. He's actually made it. He's down. He just thought, you know what?
Seriously?
I'm just getting down there. Yeah, seriously. Insani clutch.
Oh! And that's what happens when he actually survives the cross at Secret. Boomich can't drop down the vent anymore. They've got to change their path to rotate, and there's still a... bro, BetBoom is so out of position. They can't go for this. This round's actually over. Insani with 1 kill. This is the weirdest game, bro. 1 kill, right place.
Do they overcook it, though? I don't think they do. I think it's fine. The bomb's going down.
Kicker nearly killed himself, but it's fine. Oh, it's all good. It's probably...
He's always out there.
Probably all right. Wait, no. BetBoom are going for this.
There's 3 players here towards round. This could get a little bit fruity.
Oh, Kicker dead. Breno dead on the ramp side as well, but there's more where that came from. Insani wrestling it back. Are they ready for exit? Number 3, third man waiting in the corner. No, Art Frost now falls as well. There's Magnajez cut down at the hands of Bruno. It's not quite a clutch, but it may as well be, because that is a very impactful...
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening in this game anymore.
Well, they certainly clutched the round in general. I agree with you there. The fact that they cross the over, oh my God, they cross over towards Secret, undetected, unscathed. It's a beautiful sight. And Insani, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. 1 kill is all it takes as they do dominate that lower bomb site. Finally, they break the streak, and we're back on 11-9 here. And it's going to be Exit patrolling towards the lobby, calling back his teammates here. Upper execution looking likely with 2 players towards the roof as well. What have they got cooking up? What's the next play? Frost changing things up. He's towards outside, so Boomich going to have to deal with a lot of aggression towards upper momentarily. Exit to be flashed in. Flashbang is no good, but Boomich can't detect him either way. It's looking fantastic here for 12 rounds, a map point for MIBR.
Breno holding on to the lobby wraparound, stops Deledes in his tracks, and so MIBR finally move in the right direction after a big hiatus, 6 rounds, in fact, of silence from MIBR. They're right back on the board. And this is going to be an important save here for Artfrost. Make sure you have everything you need in this next round, so he's got to get out with the AWP. He'll be able to buy one anyway, but just for longevity in this game, you know, you don't want to be at that position where you're kind of having to make concessions on this attempt at the comeback. Artfrost. Yeah, he's so good at saving. Oh, not that good though. Not good. Not as good as Kickert's old mate.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, all of a sudden, blink and you miss it. MIBR are back on top. All it took was a Tech-9 victory, an upper execution, and they've got themselves 3 opportunities to take us to the 3rd and final map. I believe that's going to be Ancient. A map that's much looser, Harry. A map where you can just let the star players off the leash. Let Bruno sink his teeth in this opening game here at PGL Bucharest. It was Exit, beautiful double spray down. Bruno watching the extremities, and Kicker, as you might expect, lurking around, finding the all-important final kill there. Shutting down the finances now for the CTs. They should be in a prime position to close this one out and take us to a 3rd map. In terms of the cash overall, it's actually a very strong buy. They've had so much to work with in the previous round, so still some work to be done before the money is shattered. Artfrost will still have the AWP. I guess concessions in the form of 3 players of our helmets, but won't be a factor unless the Glocks are pulled out. And we will see the initial smokes deployed again. Large smoke towards Squeaky Door. Nade blown off. And we will see now Boomich, I presume, getting down the vent at this point. Doesn't want to get caught off guard once again.
I heard this, though, and I think Bruno might just chase on the back of hearing a vent drop. Yeah, he's moved out into... He's clearing A. Okay, Siren learns about him the hard way. Main rotate arrives. Magnajez at least with the trade. Caught on the spam, and now that top site starts to crumble. Boomich. Oh, Molly going to slow him down. But MIBR are going out through the yard instead. They're going to try and take Heaven. They want the post plant, I guess. It's a very strong position to have. And near Artfrost. Oh, Artfrost. Where does he think they... Oh, nails it. And lives to tell the tale. Kicker had to chase him. Kill him midair.
Okay.
Now, a bit more waiting. They're going to see if anything else happens. If any more weird moves happen for BetBoom. Finally feeling like they have room. Kicker climbs up into the heavens. Dilladez catches Exit out in main. The bomb is now dropped in heaven, so you can't actually win this round anymore if you're Bruno. You won't get to add this clutch to the tally.
You can't ride him off like that.
No, I can. He does. No, the bomb's gone. What's he gonna do, Henry? Fly up there? Wait, it's not. It's on. Okay. No, I have. There's no time. It doesn't matter. Heaven or hell, it's the same bloody spot, basically. Like, and so he'll save, but that's fine. You know.
That is fine.
In a weird way, sure, you had multiple man advantages, but it's fine. And Kicker did die in heaven. The bomb fell down.
Yeah, I know. We're just having some fun.
We're having some light fun.
Which is what it's all about on the B stream, famously. Sometimes too much fun can be had on B streams, historically.
Yeah, but not ours. We're keeping it mostly gameplay focused. I think everyone will agree that for the first time you're hearing B stream casters actually just cast the damn game.
Sometimes our colleagues had to walk so we could run. They laid down the foundations. They showed us how it was done.
Well, arguably, they were running so we could walk.
Okay, yeah. They were too excited. They got ahead of themselves, which it happens, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes the B stream, you've got to be experimental. And they were like mad scientists over there. But yeah, I think we're finding a good balance here. We'll get Twitch chat involved eventually. I feel like we're just kind of like getting through the initial series, Harry. Like we had a few technical mishaps. Then we'll bring Twitch chat into the fray. They'll be like our 3rd commentator eventually.
We'll get a text-to-speech set up.
Yeah, okay.
So if you donate over $25, you're also a caster, which is
Say
good.
whatever you like, yeah. Perfect.
Nothing's off limits.
Anything goes.
Anything goes. Okay, Insani, he's going to try and cross the yard smokes again. Or is he going to try and wrap in through main? He's got teammates with him, so I think it is just the cross, yeah. This time they molly. try and stop anyone sniping him out from secret. Bit of aggression for Dilladez, who has been very switched on here for the side of BetBoom. Boomich down at lower. And BetBoom taking away lobby right now. Where's Breno? Oh, in the heart, waiting for the aggression.
This is it.
That's a heavy hitter removed, man. Losing Dilladez, that's not a small loss for BetBoom. It's also info here. Allows you to kind of better shape the round. You spot them taking lobby away. You've dealt with a ramp player, and now you spot Boomich down here as well. It did mean they weren't ready for Magnajez. Killfeed kind of betrays you a little there. Missed shot for Bruno. GG. But it's only Art Frost left, and it feels like it might be GG.
I don't think there's anything Art Frost can do here. It would be one hell of a clutch, one for the ages if we can pull it off by MIBR after going down 13-1 on Overpass. They have bounced back with so many factors working against them here with a stand-in in the opening game of the tournament on a Sunday, speaking in English. They've managed to do it, and they've taken us all the way to Ancient. Harry, I can't believe it. You said it could be done. You said it was possible. I was a naysayer. Yeah. I disagreed with you, but they've actually pulled, and it felt like they were being exploited time and time again. Only getting 3 rounds on their T side was not good enough. They managed to win a force buy in the second half and actually get on a nice streak, but overall pretty flat there from BetBoom, and they're going to be favorites going into the final map by virtue of playing against MIBR of a stand-in, and the team just transitioning to speaking English recently. They're not in their best state right now. BetBoom should be taking this. It's 2 teams that are struggling, to be honest. Both these teams outside the top 30 right now. It's a star-studded roster for BetBoom. You'd think with the kind of players they have and the experience they have, they should be able to put this one to bed. But we're into the action, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Third and final map here. It's a Swiss system opening game for these 2 teams. So we'll see who goes 1-0. And it's going to be double HEs to kick things off here for BetBoom. You don't see that too often, I'll be honest. That's a new one. Even the B bomb side pretty open as well.
Yeah. The nades go in. It's a cool idea. It felt like they wanted to try and double nade heaven, one from cave side and then one from mid. But it didn't really work out like that. Magnajez felt like he had to dump his nade. And so not really had the desired result. What do you think of Boomich here, hiding in this mid smoke?
Is it a misread smoke? Is that what's happened? What's happening?
Yeah, trying to hide in this smoke down in middle. He'll get out with a double. Boomich has done well from his cheeky little play out in mid.
Okay. All of a sudden, it's looking quite promising here for BetBoom. There's not much left to work with there. Single smoke on the T side. Breno pulls one back. And all 3 players towards ready, down to Art Frost. As mentioned, didn't have a great showing on the previous map here. They're going to swarm him now, knowing he's got that USP, running out of time and space. All of a sudden, MIBR, they're in the driving seat here. 1 player to deal with towards A, but he's burrowed away in towards that temple position. Smoke goes down. Magnajez will find one with the dual elites, and there comes Siren. Actually brings it back to a very winnable situation. 2 versus 1, but it's a star player of MIBR, Insani, dipping away into the smoke here.
A chance to play a post plant now. Kit in play. Siren has one. Also has a flash as well. Might want to just hop on that defuse and hope that Magnajez can cover. He's blocking the shots. Insani kind of accounted for there not being a Kit in that moment. And so body blocked, denied the headshot onto the diffuser. It's a good pistol for BetBoom. Boomich even got that drip on. He always does.
Got the Cuban chain.
Couple of Cubans after work, the cigars, maybe.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, I don't know what else it could mean. But just in case anyone's wondering, the cigars, Cuban cigars.
They are famously the best, so I'm told. All cigars taste the same to me, all pretty disgusting. I don't really like them, but each to their own. I feel the same way about wine.
Stunner bought me a cigar from a country I've never heard of. And it was hands down the worst cigar I've ever had.
I don't think I've ever enjoyed one.
Many.
Even though I've had like the really expensive, fancy ones, they all just taste like garbage. I'm like, who wants this?
Yeah, especially when people go, oh, it's more of a tasting thing. Like you don't actually inhale, right? Like it's you just hold it in your mouth, like to And I'm like, oh, so you just want to taste that? Like, that's why we're here?
I guess it's more about the ceremony of it all. You're celebrating something. It's a special occasion. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I said, I don't get wine either. People love that as well. So,
well, hold on a second. That's just crazy talk. Wine?
Wine is fine. Yeah, like cheap white wine is fine. But like €100 bottles, what's the difference? Come on.
No, that's fair. I mean, there is a cutting off point. It's all for status, you know?
Yeah. Let's see, though. We are going to see them looking to claim the donut area. As we see Boomich going to be challenging multiple players around him. I think he's in trouble here. They've done a great job of opening things up. It's going to be Siren answering back here, but definitely some decent space found. MIBR will get a bomb out of this at the very least. It's going to be Siren swinging out. Oh, taking heavy damage en route, though. Braves the Molotov. Bomb does get planted, and now this retake begins. They have got everyone here. Bit of utility to work with as well. They'll jug around the weapons. Going to be Siren thrown into the sacrificial lamb on low HP with the MP9 here, but we are going to see MIBR. All of them pretty much focused towards Donut and towards A main. Interesting kind of kooky round here. Let's see how it goes.
Well, Siren still has a smoke, so he'll be able to put that down on the bomb, and it might just be the case that he's got to stick this defuse again. This time he's a little lower. Oh, Diladez trying to block. They soak up the shots for him, but not well enough. And the spam connects. Artfrost dead with the bomb.
Okay.
MIBR, robbery of a round as they pull up on a force and they break through Donut, culminating in a 1 round.
How are they granted so much space? Allowed
it's a
to,
fair question.
Walk in towards Donut like that with 5 players and there's no pressure at all?
Dude, I love the covering of that previous brand. I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about this. Never mind. We'll change the topic. Here we are. Someone was just drinking something out of a can and they tried to hide what it was. And it's like, I wonder what that is.
That's a good point as well. I thought it was like one of those cozies for the can. I didn't realize that was the intention.
Got the little cozy.
Yeah, I thought that was the idea, but I wouldn't. Yeah, he's just trying to cover the brand. We'll never know what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, it's anyone's guess.
Okay, I guess the red smoke, we're confirming it did make it this time. I'm not sure if Boomich was hiding in a mist red smoke, didn't catch it, but either way, it doesn't really matter. We're into the 3rd round here. MIBR finding success in their force buy. Granted, way too much space in towards middle. 5 players through Donut. Swarm with that A side. Retake attempted, but not successful. Now BetBoom, the ones on the back foot, they'll have to operate with very little. Pistols across the board, to be exact here. We are going to see a few bits of util. Magnajez towards a cave position, though. Molotov down. Not really much you can do now. Find a defensive position yourself. There's the smoke. 45 seconds. Clock is their greatest ally right now. If BetBoom can just continue to run the timer down, that would be fantastic. That's a great smoke, Harry. This could be promising.
MIBR have no choice, really, but to go through it. Need to break it open.
Good flash.
Diladez so blind. Magnajez isn't, though. 5-7 fires off for a double, and that's going to keep this interesting. BetBoom still in with a chance. They're left to the retake now. Boomich with a full belty util starts to dump that in. Ollie for sight. It's going to force a reposition out of exit, but a well-timed flash will disrupt everything. And it allows him to tuck himself back in on default again. And no one even spotted that, right? There's exit with a free kill. Insani providing cover, and MIBR will go on to clean this up. I'm assuming.
It's absolutely fine, yeah, there's no time. Even if you get both kills at this point, unable to defuse the bomb. It's Insani to close things out. Huge pickup there. MIBR go 2-1, presumably 3. Considering that was the force buy, there will not be much to speak of in terms of resources and primarily cash going forward. So yeah, well done. And like I said, that was a moment there where it looked like they were absolutely cooked. Smoked off towards the top of the ramp there, but handled it very well. The flashbang HE combo to break open the smoke and blind the CTs on the other side. Fantastic work. Magnajez as well to get a double kill, but no panic really there from IBR. They managed to hold their nerve, get the bomb planted, and close things out cleanly in the 2 versus 1. Insani, great performance in that particular round. As mentioned, shouldn't be much to report here. We are just going to have USPs, a couple of P250s, maybe a 5.7 for McNajez. That's about it. But a bit of a cave stack. And these are the rounds you can't really call a vampire round. This is just an eco. You're not really trying to do much more than trying to get a couple of kills here if possible. And that's what they're going to go for in towards the cave. Problem is, okay, I was about to say that Molotov flushes them out. Still does do that, but not as effectively as it could have been. But still, 3 kills scooped up, and it's a 5-on-2. Harry, I've got a question for you. Halloween's around the corner. Are you dressing up the dogs? Are we going to see spooky chihuahuas?
I do have dog Halloween costumes. It's all a bit of fun in it. When you own as many chihuahuas as I do, like, what is it if not for vanity? And it's fun to dress them up, man.
Well, my next question is, we're going to be doing a broadcast. Oh, I don't think you're here for the broadcast on Halloween.
I'm not.
I was going to say,
Which is devastating.
Can we get him on stream at one point in said costume?
Maybe I can bring them in like pre-Halloween to show off one.
Halloween's Eve.
We have like dragon costumes, spider costumes.
Okay, do they like it? Or do they just indifferent?
Yeah, man. They love it.
Oh,
dude,
nice.
Chihuahuas love to get dressed.
I didn't know that.
It's the favorite. It's a favorite for them, man.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
They're little small dogs, aren't they?
They are.
So it makes them
dogs.
feel big.
Yeah.
Put a little suit and tie on them, and they look all official.
Standing on business.
They are standing on business. Ooh.
Right then. Birds are all
So's
going around
Kicker. Been naded. But he's still standing on business, controlling the lane. A very important job. Just a slow burner of a round here for MIBR.
Yeah, nothing much to write home about so far, but that's absolutely fine. You want to wait at that mid-util, trying to run the gauntlet. It's not fun. Lead out that CT util, then second wave of util. Go for the motions here. You can see they've got some nice cave control, middle, slowly but surely becoming theirs as well. Deep molly down towards Red Room. McNajez will be holding the smoke and a pixel gap in towards cave. Here comes Artfrost, looking to recover his difficult showing on the second map of Nuke. MIBR stunned us after losing the first map 13-1. Didn't think there'd be a chance for the map of Nuke, considering it was BetBoom's pick, but somehow here they are with the stand-in. Bruno's first ever LAN, bear in mind, from the Academy team. And somehow, some way, they've got us to a third, and now looking for a 4-1 start on the T side of Ancient. It's all looking quite good. 30 seconds there, that's not looking as good. Time has been a bit of a factor here. Haven't been punished so far for it. The execution looking likely, but you can see now that smoke down towards cave is becoming a real problem.
They're getting shut out. Oh, but hold on.
Hold the phone.
Bruno and Exit come through with a kill, and now suddenly Diladez, knowing about trapped in this corner, not meant to be this easy. How's he managed that? Buys more than enough time, and in comes Boomich, rather, to save him right at the end. Boonich. Oh, bro. Got that Boonich.
That slow-paced gameplay finally comes back to haunt them. It is Halloween week after all. And we are going to see MIBR having to run through the smokes, and it all falls apart.
Halloween's on Friday.
I know.
That's so good. That's lethal, man. That's lethal.
That's actually like a world first, I think. I don't think it's ever happened before. We've got a Friday Halloween for the first time in about 100 years.
I swear it's normally like Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what's happening?
Oh, Insani, I love it. Lurk smoke up B. Just a bit of a pace change, right? He goes on with just a solo mission. Frost, good shot there on the first, and that's likely going to change the game plan here. But this is where a heads-up move being made. Boomich has even called for McNajez to come and commit to this mid-push as well. They could drop the bomb right here.
Oh,
McNajez does it, and Boomich reads MIBR like a book. All that space that Insani got over towards B is meaningless without the bomb, and so now it's a recovery mission.
Okay, they do have time to work with this time, but McNajez has caused a massive dent. Smoke down towards T-spawn as well. Exit will use it to get close to the interaction with the remaining CT players, but they are all turtled up around the bomb right now. 45 seconds. We do need Insani to turn up here. Flashbangs are available. Molotov as well, but another smoke. BetBoom being very efficient with the deployment of those time and time again. We'll see whether Insani can find a gap here. But the AWP should find him no problem. It's going to be Frost confirming the round. This is no time to work with too much on his plate. Exit might just have to fall back and save, and I think that's what he's doing already. 20 seconds. And well done from BetBoom, reading that situation very well, calling for that mid-push. MagnaJess catches him out. Double kill, beautiful spray control, and job done. We're going to tie things up at 3-3.
Yeah, well handled. I mean, dude, that was just, it was a great awareness from Boomich. You know, like, he leads that charge in through elbow. I know it's MagnaJess who still delivers on the kills, but
I get the feeling you're a bit of a Boomich fan.
I think I am. It's not something I've ever really mulled over before, but yeah.
Exactly. I just feel like the way you speak about him, you get so excited when he has a good play or a good read. I think he's an icon of Counter-Strike, and it's a shame not to see him in a top 30 team right now.
Yeah. I mean, BetBoom are trying to build in that direction, you know?
I mean, we're all trying to be top 30 players.
Well, actually, it depends what ranking you're going off of, Henry.
Okay, go on.
In the eyes of Valve, they're a top 30 team.
Okay. Well, how top 30 are we talking?
Oh, right on the cutting room floor, you know, like they're right there, but still.
All right, I'll take it back then. I was wrong. They are a top 30 team. Where's MIBR then?
Far higher.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Higher in what sense?
Well,
higher.
Okay, once again, it depends what ranking you're talking about here.
If we're
talking VRS, yeah, they're in a much better spot, as demonstrated. Obviously, also it's regional, but they're at stage 2 of the major. So this is our kind of look in at the major form on 4 of the 5 players for MIBR.
That's what it's all about, really. But now, though, MIBR will have to make do with the AK-47 saving the previous round. Glocks otherwise. Doesn't feel great. Breno's got himself a smoke. Exit will have to step up here. But it looks like one of these rounds where BetBoom can just keep 5 players alive, if possible. And this definitely is a bit of a vampire scenario right now. All 5 players on towards T-spawn, waiting for any sort of pushes. Bleeding out that util. And here comes the one smoke they've got. Heaven smoke / cave. Denies access towards the B lane. A push from the cave as well towards middle. It's multifaceted, is what I'm saying.
That's good. Frost. Not a necessarily always a safe pair of hands, but a pair of hands nonetheless.
He has got hands.
He'll nail his. And now they hear the footsteps, Dilladez and Boomich licking their lips, knowing that these eco kills and the one gun coming their way. Oh, no big booms there. Oh, but they're,
safe.
well,
Safe as houses.
A pair of hands.
Well, there it is. BetBoom do take a slight lead here. 4-3 as we find ourselves in the mid stages of map number 3. What a series it's been. A real roller coaster of emotions. We had those tech issues at the start. That was stressful. We had the 13-1 to kick things off. That was alarming from MIBR. They bounced back, though, as all good teams do. Bruno managed to have some clutch moments. Actually still having a good series here, 6-4. But it's a very important round right now, Harry. We've got a difficult compromise set up, 4 AKs, an exit Deagle, and Insani leading the way bravely, ventures his way through middle. And Frost once again, nimble across the map, everywhere it feels like at times, and opens things up as Insani does go down, but Breno fighting back, 4-4 to kick off round number 8.
Yeah, and while Breno's found success, now we look towards Bruno. First LAN event here. And he'll destroy Siren out in main. Gonna try and take the space now quickly after getting that kill. Oh, smoke falls and he'll respect it. Instead of going through and trying to take away space at this A site, he waits for his team now. Slowing the round down a little bit. It's only Boomich in front of them. Timing now opens up with that smoke fading over towards main. And you've got to be cognizant that he can be here out behind the boxes. Oh, missed chance at the trade. He's even managed to elude capture in through the temple. And so he'll start calling for some rotates, bringing the rest of BetBoom over. Bruno and Kicker have to clutch up in a 2-on-3. AWP put in the hands of Boomich, but we've actually seen him wield this gun, thinking back to the Cloud9 days with Boomich as their hobby AWP.
We all had our Cloud9 days once upon a time. Some went better than others.
I didn't mean to bring it up, but
it's okay.
It's true, he did don the AWP, so let's see. Not even needed. Dilladez just been on a heater all day. Cleans them both up. No worries there for BetBoom. Convincing hold, good retake.
Do you know,
that's all she wrote.
I walked to the high street the other day and I wore a Cloud9 t-shirt, Cloud9 t-shirt, and I swear people were looking at me. They're like, "You've got the audacity to walk in the street wearing that thing after what you did."
I mean,
people in Malta knew. They were aware. So
it sounds like you might be experiencing some kind of mental health crisis, but that's fine.
I just won't wear it again, Harry. It's fine.
I think it's powerful.
Yeah.
And, you know, like retroactively,
go on.
That Cloud9 roster was pretty good. Like, look at what everyone's gone on to do, bro. Woxic in a top whatever team. Hang on, let's just, okay, let's round over.
It's fine.
Woxic
Mezzi's
in the
best
team that are favorites to win this event. Mezzi in the best team. Oh, wait, they're going to win this round. They're going to win this round. They're going to win this round. 2 versus 2 now, MIBR. They break through the B hold. The B stacked. 3 guns versus the pistols, and they couldn't hold on. Insani on a heater. 3 kills deep. Exit versus Frost. Round the corner. Boomich actually beats him to it. And now it's just Insani. Needs the ace clutch. 3 in the round already. They've spotted him back in cave. That smoke from Boomich might actually be less than ideal now, as he's just able to spam, but missed connections. Boomich with the defuse. And round denied. So let's go back to vindicating you for Cloud9.
So
Mezzi in the best team.
Yep.
Woxic in one of the top teams.
Yep. You're going to struggle now with the follow-up now. You're going to struggle with the rest of them.
Who else was even on that team?
Alex.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Floppy.
Okay. Oh, it's getting worse as time goes on. But, you know, 2 out of 5. And this was like the, you know, this was the foundations being laid.
Yeah, it's true. Would we know about Mezzi without that roster? That's the question. We'll never know, I suppose, but...
you probably would have had Senzu.
True.
Given the chance.
That could have happened, I suppose. He was on my radar. Where he is now, whether he'll come back,
because you didn't know, but he was going to become available, and you like him.
I do like him. He's one of my favorites. And, oh, MagnaJez, you're in a lot of hot water there. It's going to be exit to find the opening kill, Harry. This is looking good from MIBR. They've had a bit of a rough one in this first half of the 3rd map, but a 4-4 is possible. They are playing very slow CS, though. It has to be said. The clock has been a burden for them. Time and time again. And they're slowing it right down. The bomb's back in T-spawn. They are going to try and find some space in towards the A site. At the very least, we've got to deal with it. It's the man himself, the boss, Boomich. He is a safe pair of hands. You can rely on him for 2 kills every time.
Oh, he's got util out. But it's fine. He gets it in time. And he even hears the tag.
Look how well he's deploying it.
10,000 IQ. And he's dead. That's fine. You're up against Insani. You're not supposed to be able to kill him. Siren, how's he going to fare? A little swing out. 20 seconds to get this bomb planted. And there it is for MIBR. Now time to get comfortable and set up in these post plants. They've even found some damage on the spam. I think if you're BetBoom here, you shouldn't even really be considering this. Like, money's fine on almost everyone. But a 3-on-4? Seriously? No. They're going to try it. Dilladez walking in. Oh, Siren! Double kill out of nowhere! Hold on a second. There's the cover. Frost nails his, but the follow-up is in from Kicker.
Huge.
Right place, right time, and a huge 1 versus 3.
Okay, that's his best sequence so far. Kicker was on 1 and 8 at that moment. He takes it up to 4 and 8 with a 3-man spray down, all from the donut. They kind of lined up for him, admittedly, but still managed to convert the position, find the shots, and it's a very important round there. We will see MIBR bouncing back, and it will be BetBoom starting to spiral there. Boom, it said it would be a safe pair of hands. Delayed them, admittedly, but Insani made that first incision over towards the A-bomb site. It was looking promising. Siren get that spam as well. If you ever want to get that spam, ladies and gentlemen, use the little bucket by the wooden boards. Shoot above the bucket. Spam there, you always get a kill somehow. It's weird. But there's Kicker finding the 3 versus 1. You love to see it. He hasn't had a great series, but that's not a bad clutch. 4 and 8 now. Round number 11. There's still hope, Harry. It was dwindling for a second, but now there's hope again.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this type of performance out of Insani always gets you hopeful, and now with Kicker clutching up, you know, he was sat down bottom of the board until that moment there. There's suddenly, and you know, he still is bottom of the board, but it's a huge 1v3. Oh, Insani trying to play with real confidence, goes back to this run up with the lurk smoke down. Problem is, BetBoom have seen him do that. They felt him do that once or twice already, and so this time we're able to respond and deal with it. Bruno hurting. Breno sent back from heaven. It's not looking good in the early stages of this for MIBR. Frost. The man with the hands.
Can't be his thing.
Nails it.
Look at him.
Nails it. Always willing to put him to work.
It's going to be MagnaJez working with Delitas as they do open things up here in a very emphatic style. Couple of opening kills found. They've actually got a 5 versus 2 now. That's the meta flashbang. Everyone loves to see it, but they are ready for it. Turned away from it, and it's going to be Bruno left in another clutch scenario here. Doesn't really have the HP to work with, nor the time or the space, but we'll see what he can make of it. AK available, 1 kill in the round already. Got himself a flash and a Molotov, but I feel like he already realizes it's over. The bomb's down in towards Cave. Hoping to find a player on the extremity. The money's pretty battered and bruised. Probably better off just saving here. It's not the most glamorous option, but I think that's all you really can do. And Born Rich is all about the glamour.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how you got to stay rich, right?
You've got to show it off.
One thing to be born, exactly, bro. You got to keep up appearances. So what if you can't really stomach the cost of the business class flight right now? You got to book it.
I don't know how anyone affords those. I'll be honest. They're ridiculous. You just buy them like straight up at like $3 grand. Is it really worth having a nice seat for $3 grand?
I reckon it might be.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. I always think it's crazy work.
Like,
you're just on a plane, you know? Like, you will get off the plane, and if you don't, you're dead. That's the only reason you wouldn't have left the plane.
You arrived at the same time as everyone else, but you did have a nice seat on the way. Yeah. It's crazy. What a world we live in. Insani, though, a great showing. Book him a business class flight at this point. After this performance, he deserves business on every flight to every tournament. He's keeping the dream alive. 12 and 8, another show-stopping performance here. Round 12, Lord knows they need to pick this one up as well. 7-5 is available. Not too much of a lie. It's not a must-win game. It's a Swiss system, Harry.
For the tech-savvy entrepreneur who wants to show you have the lifestyle, you can try standing in business. Which is just, you don't buy the ticket, but you just go like mill around in the aisles.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Frost, though, he's trying to shut down Insani's dreams of flying in first class, as he will be bringing it back to a 4-4. 45 seconds remaining, all the 4s, as it will be an A split. Frost, oh, that's a shot he needs to hit, and now he's going to be swarmed, but He's being protected here. 2 versus 2. It's anyone's round, Harry. It's wide open.
All right, that's nice. Frost feeling fancy. He'll close it out with a beautiful sequence and a safe pair of hands indeed. BetBoom, 8-4 lead taken on map 3. Might have had a big slowdown from Frost on that second map when they really needed him. But if he's here before the sun sets on this series, you're still in a good place. He's not missing a beat.
Oh, yes, indeed. Ice cold from Frost. Not my best work, but it's something. There's a line for you. As we will see, a winnable game for MIBR at least, but it's not looking fantastic. 8-4. BetBoom in the driving seat here. But Ancient, anything can and will happen. It's anyone's game. The pistol will be very important here. We've got about a minute's break to get ready for that action. Looking at the scoreboard as well, Insani 12-9. Frost, though, stealing the show. Harry, it has to be said, 14-5. Looking safe as houses right now. Very secure, very confident.
No, mate, he's been very impressive, very oppressive on this AWP. He's always keeping them guessing. And I mean, you know, they're all getting fired up. I heard a Hirosh in there, which is good.
That's a good word.
Yeah. I think it means, like, let's go.
Oh,
maybe I'm
Molotov.
wrong. No, wait, that's... What's Hirosh? Is it nice? I think it's nice. Insani.
Okay.
One up through the backstab. Nails his.
Okay, Boomage. Don't overcook this one. No one needs to swing into them. Play together, set up the crossfires, make them come to you. Should be a done deal here. The USP's got a lot of work to do. It's going to be Insani leading the charge, but that's the swing you're looking for. Boomer to open things up, taken down, but that's round secure. Bruno, I don't think he's got it in him. Not to be proven wrong, though. It's a nice shot. Has he got Kevlar? He does not, so not really much to save apart from the flashbang, really. Any kills you can get would be a massive bonus at this stage. But there we have it. And it's going to be BetBoom. Even with the horrific Molotov towards the B lanes, they do manage to come out on top with a fast little B pounce there. And it's all looking pretty confident, pretty comfortable, but I'm guessing we're going to see a force buy here in the second round. It's a difficult map to really bring to fruition. You're going to have the 5.7s, the MP9s. You have to choose an area to stack or push. Because the thing is, most teams like to go for a fast A on the T side against anti-ecos, but then the mind games begin. Oh, what if they expect that? Let's just go for a fast B. Let's go for a slow round. And we got the full eco. So just a flashbang to work with. No force buy here, 10-4. So they're playing the long game. They want to have as many gun rounds as possible. Not take any chances.
Well, even the long game could still be a very short game here for MIBR if they don't find success in that first gun round, right? You're dead on about them trying to maximize gun rounds here, but there just isn't a lot of wiggle room for that. If they fall down in the next, that first gun round, they could be cooked, Henry. With really only, they're left in like that horrible position where you have to decide, like, do we focus on getting 2 full buys, but then we're playing for overtime, so it has to be flawless, or do we have like 1 rifle round, lose that, and then kind of have 2 rough, cobbled together forces? So that's a situation they can avoid entirely if they win this first rifle round. I don't think we're getting a unicorn here. Boomich hates unicorns.
No way. He does. He looks to slay them, and he will be taking down the first player. There's Kick Up. Kick Up, 5-12 right now. Did have that 1v3, admittedly, but hasn't really done anything at all apart from that. I know we've called him out a few times. Having some fun in the first map of it, but to be brought into this squad as one of the veterans, one of the kind of major winners, you know, kind of like to inspire the troops and show what you can bring to the table. Against this sort of opposition, you'd think he'd be having a pretty monstrous series, but it's been very underwhelming. Let's see if he can find some form towards the bookend here. First game for both of these teams in the Swiss format. Certainly not favourites, either of them, for the tournament. I think even if the fact that we saw a playoff from BetBoom, that would be quite surprising. MIBR with a standard, even more so. Time will tell. An all-important first victory here is available for BetBoom.
Yeah, this is the round that really decides, you know, how much more competitive MIBR can make this game. Have they hit their limit? If they fall down here, BetBoom are on that fast path to victory. And they start off in a pretty standard setup. There's this 2-3 split between Donut and the B site. And it leaves you, you have mid-info, but only for the creep up. If they try to take Red Rune, you can't also fight for lane with how this round started. MIBR, it might be something they look to go to in the mid-round, because you have a lot of resources over at B, but when you're in this type of setup, you don't really feel a lot of pressure to make moves. You'll see them going for it now with that 3-man hold, creeping up in a cave. Exit and Bruno on the angle, and they've got players walking right into them on the other side of this smoke. And this fight decides everything. Kicker wins his, but the two players in cave both lose theirs. Kicker needs to get even more out of this B hold, and he gets deleted straight away. This must-win rifle round, not looking to shape up for MIBR.
Well, BR and Arenazan will just be retreating. The hype and the excitement leaves the room very quickly. A deflated MIBR will come into the following round here, 11-4 down. As Breno, nothing he can do, I'm afraid. 6-13 for him, in towards T-Spawn. Has to save the weapon on the must-win round. It's gone from bad to worse. BetBoom, after suffering 2 casualties as well. Kicker finally joins the fragging brigade once again, gets a double kill, but it's all for naught. Does nothing for them.
Oh man, I mean, shout out to the mods.
Okay.
In Twitch chat. Getting rid of just Valorant people.
There's Valorant people in there?
Well, yeah, there was someone, but they're gone now. Which is for the best, really.
There was someone. I will get on Twitch chat tomorrow, I think. I'm not ready today.
I'm loving it. I love it. It spurs me on. I think a big reason why I do this is all the nice people that type in the chat.
The interesting characters.
That, and it's like the only skill I have. And even then, am I any good at it? Is it even a skill? Not really. Quite a sad and empty life if you think about it. But here we are.
But you have got dogs that dress up on Halloween.
True.
So that's pretty
True.
Cool.
And that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about. At the end
In
of
a
the
way,
day,
this is Boomich's Chihuahua on the eve of Halloween.
Yeah, never considered that angle, but yeah, it's a very good point.
A chance to just make his dreams come true. He'd love to win this opening series with Boomich, if I had to guess. And they are but rounds away from doing exactly that.
But as you know, Harry, anything can and will happen in the world of Counter-Strike. Nothing is locked in, nothing is guaranteed. And all it takes is one single mistake. And all the hopes and dreams can come crashing down, and it's kicking off quite nicely. MIBR popping the smoke open towards red. So mid-control trying to be taken here from BetBoom, but they are finding themselves floundering. They've lost the first player. It's going to be Magnajez, not far behind them as well with 20 points of health. All of a sudden, the easiest round of them all against the 3 pistols and a saved M4 is starting to look a little bit more complicated. Can Artfrost dig them out of this hole?
Oh, no. The hands of BetBoom can't hold on to this round. But maybe Magnajez. Maybe he can. Bruno, that's an awkward kill to give away. Walk out towards main, and you don't even get a bounty of info from that. You've seen one, sure, but there's so much time left. It doesn't tie you to this A-hold, and with MIBR coming into this on a partial buy anyway, losing one of the guns feels rough. I like this for Insani. Will he be able to spot Siren? Oh, he's just moved. Just gotten out of the danger zone. And with Boomich dead back in Donut, now you know. And Insani, he is a safe pair of hands.
Yeah, he really is. Very capable. Solid pair of hands. Guaranteed round here. As you see, Magnajez jump scare from A main. And now there's a clutch. Bomb does get planted at the very least. They are quite low. Siren has been playing pretty well today as well. Got a couple of flashes to work with. I assume there's a bit in play. Okay, Breno shuts it down very quickly. Really needed that to come through, as that is going to be another round on the board for MIBR. Lord knows they need them. We go 11-5. Opening picks coming through, popping open the smoke towards Red Room, shutting down that mid-presence. And the game is, it's not back on, but it's somewhat alive once again. It's looking better here. Nice work from Breno. Great round from them.
Yeah, and considering what you came into the round with, right, you're very happy with that if you're MIBR. Dealing with it cleanly, getting out with a bounty of guns. And it feels notable to me that Insani gets to now work this CT side, not just with any gun, but with an AK. And that's going to make him way more dangerous.
Okay. Last chance saloon, MIBR found himself a lifeline here. Opening game of the tournament, but exit. He's fighting back. Looking promising there for a second, but a 3-on-3 definitely favors BetBoom in this scenario. Magnajez is low, I suppose. Oh, missed red smoke doesn't make things all too comfortable, though. Magnajez will be patrolling towards that heaven position. He's got Kicker to deal with. 7-14 right now. Had the 1v3, the double kill. That's about it. Should be able to find this one. Overlook for now. That's going to be his window to push.
Bruno gonna get tested out towards A as they creep in a donut. They're standing for MIBR.
He got this.
Missed shot on the first. And so now they get the control, they get the sight. Chance to plant in a 3-on-3. Fast flanking through donut, and no one's turning. Magnajez dead for free. Arfrost with a quick trade, a quick turnaround, but it's not allowed that bomb to get planted, and Kicker keeps the pressure on. Siren doesn't know where to look. Oh, Kicker dead. Bruno time to add another clutch to the land tally, man. Smoke fades. Siren on the line. He's lost track of this AWP. He doesn't know where it's gotten to. And time is rapidly turning against Siren. Catches it out on the push. And clutch denied. That's how BetBoom get on a match and series point.
Oh, man. It comes right down to the wire. Bruno needed to add another clutch to the tally. He loses control of the situation. Thinks he might have hightailed it towards the B bomb site. Has to go and check with the USP in hand. And doesn't get the job done there. Such a back and forth round. It looked like MIBR had everything going in their favor. But then a scrappy interaction, a couple of kills through the smoke, and all of a sudden, it's down to that 1 versus 1. Holding his nerve, though, delivering the goods. It's going to be map points for BetBoom. 12-5. Going to have to take that tactical timeout now. Bear in mind, the fact we're even at a third map is impressive in its own rights. MIBR playing with a stand-in. First land showing ever for Bruno. The fact they even gave us that great showing on Nuke, that was impressive. They'll definitely be able to take a lot away from this game, I think, and work out how they're going to perform going forward in the tournament, but doesn't look good now. There will be a bye at the very least, but going to require 7 rounds in a row just to get it to overtime doesn't feel possible. Doesn't feel likely, at least, as we see now. So, okay, the money's still pretty low for BetBoom. They're struggling financially too, the Lils and a Mac 10. So if you can find this one, at least you get a couple in a row. So if anything, they might have more firepower on the CT side. See if Exil fancies the swing out once again. He'll be pushing and catches a phase 4 of the flash himself. Boomich will get one. He gets
they're
completely
both
blind.
so blind. And how does he win that? Magnajez even opens up on A. And they have all the space. The bomb is hanging around on Arfrost. It doesn't even need to. And it shouldn't have.
Oh.
And they, well, it's not that it didn't need to, actually. It shouldn't be there.
That's the bomb.
Yes. So, you know, they found a... That's why we said Arfrost is not a safe pair of hands. He's a pair of hands. But he will hang around with the bomb.
Okay, well, Kicker, not known to be an AWP, I think that's fair to say. He's going to have the sniper rifle outside the B doors. If they have any sort of util, ideally a smoke, they can lock him out of the situation. What's going to be the play? Does he try and reposition? Does he get a more aggressive line here? This one's for all the marbles. Kicker, another double kill here, 10-15, up against Siren and Magnajez. 30 seconds. Time certainly is of the essence. Did they read the play that he's got the AWP? The thing is, as soon as he fires a bullet, even if he gets one, you just can get out of there with... Oh, is that a smoke? Oh, that makes things so much more
retrieved from the
difficult.
bodies. And this is a generational clash. Kicker versus the two young prospects from the CIS region. Let's see if he can show them that experience reigns supreme. Deals with the first. There's the follow-up for Kicker. And a beautiful little 1v2 as he clutches once more to find success for MIBR. He's at a 1v3 in this game. In that round there, I mean, I say it's a 1v2, it's more than that, right? Kicker, the last guy alive down around, but that had to be what, a 1v3, 1v4 from him. So some overwhelming odds clutches coming up for Kicker to keep MIBR alive and in the series.
Absolutely crazy work there. The fact he even gets away with that, smoked off, has to push through with the AWP as well. Not his weapon of choice. Hits a beautiful shot, headshot on the first, baits out the fact he still has the AWP, finds the AK-47, sprays him down before the flashbang pops, and there we go. We said the money was weak.
Well, I don't hear you anymore, Henry. I don't know if you hear me, but MIBR certainly not out of the realms of possibility now. Fast now in towards middle. They've been slowed. Lane take. Artfrost comes through with the kill, and that's a 5v4 for BetBoom. Okay, ready for this boost up in mid. Still, Insani peppered by Magnagez. And this one's looking all over Red Rover. BetBoom able to power through eventually after a bit of resistance out of MIBR.
Yes, indeed, Harry. It looks like we are all done here. Who would have thought?
They know where Breno is. They know he's here, and they're going to catch him on the long side. BetBoom with the close in a 2-1 victory. Went all quiet back on Nuke, but boy, Artfrost was here and hitting hard come the turn of map 3. A real difference maker across this matchup. It was his absence.